Hi everyone, here we go with the second men's semi-final. Before we go through that one, let's have a look at yesterday's results. The other semi-final was obviously Federer and Djokovic. I thought Federer was going to come out and give it everything in the first set. He certainly did that. Had an early break, was broken back straight away, broke again, held on until he was serving for the set, and then he was broken. Went into a tie-break, and a pretty one-sided tie-break went to Djokovic, and it was just a single break in the second and third sets. Djokovic through in 3. No great surprise there, to be honest. Federer called the trainer at least once. Oh, we're going to say on that one. In the ladies' semi-finals, it was the underdogs that went through, and by identical scores. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Look at Barty and Kenin. Very even first set. The only break points were on Kenin's serve. She was serving at 2-3. She saved those, went into a tie-break. And a pretty even tie-break, to be fair. 2 set points for Barty. She couldn't take them. Bit of a messy tie-break, all the mini breaks. She had just the one break point. That was the one set point, Kenin, and she took it in the second set. Barty, early break, held on until she served for the set. She was broken. She did have 2 set points, so she had set points in both sets. And as so often in the women's game, if a player serves for a set at 5-4 and gets broken, she loses a set 5-7. It's amazing how often that happens. That was the case in this one. Excellent performance from Kenin. She reaches her first Grand Slam final. Well done, you. Halep Muguruza. I expected both to be close, to be fair. Thought the favourites would get through this one. There were a couple of breaks. Muguruza took the first break for a 4-3 lead. She was broken serving for the set. This occasion it didn't turn out being she lost it 5-7, went to a tie-break. Another messy tie-break. Let's stay to that. Set points for both. Muguruza came through 10-8 in second set. That was a bit of a mess as well. Both of them struggling. Look at that. Break points there. Ended up Halep was ahead. She was up 5-3. Served for the set at 5-4, and on that occasion as well as in the other match, she lost the set 5-7. Straight sets to both underdogs. Right, let's have a look at semi-final. Potentially, this is a very good match. Quite a bit to look at when assessing it. I've been looking at it for quite a while, actually, trying to make sense of it all. Get rid of the basic stats. Thiem leads the head-to-head 6-2. Last time they played was November 2019. That was on an indoor court. Thiem won in 2 sets. They've only played 1 match on a hard court. That was in Beijing in October 2016. Zverev took that in 3 sets. Overall results favour Thiem. In the last 12 months, he's won 74% of his matches compared to 63% for Zverev. And on hard courts, he leads 78% to 67% matches won. Now then, Zverev has come through pretty much without any drama. He dropped his first set of the tournament in the quarterfinal against Wawrinka. Wawrinka took the first set pretty convincingly, to be fair. But after that, Zverev controlled the rest of the match. He was through in 4. Thiem needed 5 sets to beat Alex Bolt in the second round. He also dropped a set to Taylor Fritz in the third round, and of course Nadal in quarterfinal. The team had a lot more drama on his route to the semi-final. It's not his first time in the semi-final. He's reached the French Open final for the last 2 seasons. Also made the semis in 2017 of the French Open, lost to Nadal in all those matches. So he knows what it takes to get to a final. When one of the top 10 players beats one of the elite players, Nadal, Djokovic, Federer at his best, Murray is at his best, it not only takes a lot out of them physically, it takes a lot out of them mentally and emotionally. And you could see towards the end of the 4th set where Thiem thought he was screwing up the chance to beat Nadal. There was almost panic in his eyes after one of his mistakes. He bounced back from it really, really quickly, and then the emotional roller coaster from that to a few minutes later winning the match, finally beating Nadal in a slam. That's going to have taken so much out of him. He's obviously had a day to rest, but there's a very good chance that he's going to suffer what is called a letdown. Is that when he gets out there, the atmosphere is going to be so different. When you're playing one of the top players, the really top level players, the effect that they have on the atmosphere in the stadium because of how the crowd responds to them is completely different to how the atmosphere will be against just 2 top 10 players. So Thiem's going to be out there. He's going to be feeling fantastic having beaten Nadal. He's going to be expecting more of the same atmosphere, and it's not going to be there. It's only Zverev. It's only another top 10 player. And I think there's a real chance that at least in the opening set he's going to start a little bit flat emotionally. He's not going to be able to lift himself. We'll see if that proves to be the case, but so many players have been in a similar situation, and it does affect them that way. Zverev, it's his first Slam semi-final. Could be argued that he underperforms in Grand Slams. He's been in 3 quarterfinals, including this tournament, so this is his first semi. There's going to be pressure on himself wanting to reach his first Slam final. He's not had a chance to have a go at it before. Doesn't want to miss the opportunity. He might feel the weight of expectation. He's the underdog, so he's not really expected to win. He will expect himself to win. So he's got a lot going on there. The experience of Thiem reaching the Slam finals, I think, is going to help him. I think really it's going to come down to mental toughness, and both have shown in the past that mentally they can be fragile. However, in more recent times, I would say Thiem is the stronger player mentally. He's maturing into a really solid top 10 player who can, on his day, can compete with anyone, as he showed in the quarterfinal. And as long as he can lift himself for this game, sounds a ridiculous thing to say that he wouldn't be able to lift himself for a semi-final. It's all because he played and beat Nadal in the last one. That's going to have such an effect on him in his head more than anything else. Physically, they're both fit. That's not going to be an issue. And I think if he can weather an early storm from Zverev, I expect him to take this one. We shall see. Trading wise, I'm going to lay Thiem around about 1.35, take some liability out at 1.7. and I'm looking to back him if he goes a break behind or loses the first set. I think regardless of who wins the first set, it's worth laying the set winner. Should be a great match. Team's going to take it. See you for the final of the women's tournament tomorrow. Good luck.